Hi everyone, guess what? Big news in my life today, and I am excited but terrified to report. I am moving to Coober Pedy. No, I'm not moving to Coober Pedy, but I will say Coober Pedy is one of the very few places in Australia that I can currently afford to buy a house in. Our prices have exploded beyond, I think, what even the most obnoxious finance bro could have predicted. But I've decided today we're going to figure out where in Australia can I actually afford, and I have cherry-picked some little beauties and we're going to do a bit of a virtual inspection. So let's have a look. First place is in a little spot called Coober Pedy in South Australia. Alright, so here we are at lot 400 Medway Drive in Coober Pedy, South Australia. It's a 2x1 and it's on just over 1,000 square metres, and it's going for the absolute earth-shattering price of $39,000. Finally something that I can afford. I could pay cash for that right this minute if I absolutely had to. Internally, the walls, fixtures and fittings, they have been vandalised. What is that saying about Coober Pedy? That is my first little strike. Cosmetically, it needs a new fit out, floor to ceiling. All right, let's see what we're dealing with in the photos. And let's see what Misty is trying to sell us. So if you didn't already know, Coober Pedy is basically the opal capital of the world. It is responsible for like 70% of the global opal supply, which is pretty incredible. And it gets so hot there and the conditions are so grueling for the human body that most locals actually live in little dugout houses underground. Okay, a bomb has definitely exploded in there. Wow, that's crazy. What is all that? Just drywall and insulation all over the floor, man. Someone's taken a sledgehammer to that, or a full bomb has been detonated. Because that is an absolute war zone. And you've got the cartons of VB in there. Probably someone's just had like an absolute rager in there, I reckon. But let's all remind ourselves, at a price point of $39,000, you'd be hard pressed probably even buying a steel frame shed for that. And especially out in Coober Pedy, like getting it delivered out there. So from that aspect, it's not the worst idea, but you do have to assess whether you want to live in the middle of absolute nowhere or not. And for me, I'm not too sure. I'd have to have some really good internet, I reckon. I'm kind of thinking like it might be fun to give Misty a call and see what the story is with the house. Let's see what Misty's up to. Oh, hey Misty, my name's Brooke. I'm just calling about a property you've got listed. Oh, absolutely will. Thank you. And good luck with it. It's really sweet.
Thanks, Brooke.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Cheers. She did not feel comfortable wearing a recorder, which is so fair. She said, unfortunately, with this house, there was someone that bought it to sort of like do it up as a studio, and then some randoms came in, trashed it, had parties. They were just squatters and they totally just destroyed it, and eventually moved on, and now like the original buyer wants to sort of move it on. And I asked her if Coober Pedy is a nice place to live, and she was singing its praises like no tomorrow. She said there's lakes not that far away, there's beautiful ranges, and the town centre itself has everything you could possibly need. What a fascinating place. I think let's move on to the next one. So we've got 2A Northmore Street in Narembeen now. It is in WA, so slightly closer to home, and that agent has described it as a roughie. I, for one, am very intrigued by that. It's going for $45,000, an absolute steal. I could be a cash buyer. So it's a 2x1, it's on 854 square metres. Let's check out the photos before we go into the description. So, first impression, it looks pretty respectable. I am spotting now what could be a smashed window at the front, but let's see. Oh, okay. All right. This is giving us a little bit more insight into why Lindsay's called it a roughie. All right, so it looks like some smoke damage on the walls, or potentially it's mold. Wow, okay, it is pretty trashed. It looks pretty dirty. But, I mean, surprisingly enough, it's obviously not the worst place I've ever seen. Still, $45,000 is kind of like a bit of a steal for this, I feel like. I'll have to... That's a massive flat screen TV. You got a decent condition single bed frame in the back there, a wardrobe. It's a 2x1, not sure if I said that already. And you got a bath. This chickie loves a bath. Obviously, we need to pop our cleaning gloves on and get to work there, but... All right, you got plenty of spider webs. All right, what's going on there? So it looks like it's joined up with the neighbouring house. What do we call that? Is that a duplex? I feel like it's a duplex. From what I know about Narembeen, it is very agribusiness focused. So I think it's got like oat and wheat and some different plants, some different crops, I mean, and livestock as well, obviously. All right, so there's obviously the town centre. Okay. Well, it's not southwest of Bunbury. Maybe he meant northeast, not southwest. Anyway, I'll have to ask him about that one. All right, let's call Lindsay. Let's see what he's up to. I'm calling you, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay. How you going? You sound like you're in the car. Oh, the echo is absolutely crazy. Hey, quick question about your property in Narembeen that you've described a roughie. Do you know anything about its background?
I'm dealing with a bankruptcy trust for this property. Just a quick overview, you'd have to re-gyp rock the whole thing, in my opinion. The ceilings are sagging in and stuff like that. There is a bit of asbestos in like the kitchen area and like the bathroom areas, the wet areas more or less. And on the back side of the exterior, that cladding is still asbestos.
Yep. Cool. All right. Thanks, Lindsay. Have a good arvo.
No worries, you too.
Cheers. Bye. He said he's dealing with a bankruptcy issue with the sale of this house, and he doesn't know, because of that, he doesn't know a lot of the background on it. But he said he does already have quite a few offers. He would not tell me if they're above or below what the asking price is, but he did say that they're reasonable offers. Who knows what that means? Good luck to you, Lindsay, if you're watching. Let's, I think I've got one more, so let's check out that one. Can you guys see me living in Broken Hill? It could be the place where I really come alive. You never know. All right, so it's pretty much against the South Australian border. But you've got the Flinders Ranges really close. You've got like regional Victoria pretty close. Mildura's close. You could even pop down to Canberra. All right, check out this house. Isn't it so adorable? $49,000 for 50 grand. This place could be mine. It looks like they've raked the yard to sort of like plant a crop, maybe. It's kind of like got those like drainage lines down the front there. But how cute is this? I love it. It looks like something out of like an old school like Houdini movie or something. And it's got a gorgeous little garden shed out the back too. All right, this is not bad at all. The carpet, I'd rip that up immediately. Love the old light. I love that timber feature on the walls. That's really sweet. What is this room? What's going on with the ceiling? I've never seen that. What's going on there? I love the little light. In a lot of the like old, super old houses that I visited, they have really old, like quirky vintage kind of furniture and appliances. And I love that because I think a lot that you see in new builds, it's just all the same and everyone's got the same stuff. I love it when it's got something interesting like this. I think this is meant to be the kitchen. Well, I can immediately see the potential because that is such a beautiful big window there. And I actually love I just love the uniqueness of the cupboards. What the hell's going on there? What in the name? What is going on with that shower? Well, you can see immediately what's happened. So the walls have wallpaper and the wallpaper's peeled off with the steam of the shower. They clearly, on their last renovation, did not think that one through. But we've all made mistakes. Looks like there's a lot of cobwebs. There'd probably be crazy spiders hanging around in that house. Once again, love that light. I love the little shade thing going down. It actually looks so similar to the granny flat that we had at my place growing up. Nice little heater down there. And I love these, when laundries have these old concrete sinks. I love them. Little trapdoor going on over the back there. It's giving spooky. Oh, and that is a beautiful view off the back fence there. Yeah, it's an affordable option with loads of potential. I completely agree with that statement. But let's see if we can call Mitchell or Zeta for a little bit more information. Okay, here we go. Mitchell, calling you.
Hello, Mitchell speaking.
Hey Mitchell, my name's Brooke. I'm calling about the property you have, 341 Morris Street in Broken Hill, and I was wondering if you would be open to telling me a little bit more about the house and letting me record while I do that.
Yep, I've got a couple of minutes.
Oh, perfect. And do you know much about like the history of the property? It seems like it's potentially not been touched in decades.
I don't know too much about it. They purchased the property via council auction a number of years ago. Clearly no one's lived in it for a long time. And it's ripe for renovation.
Have you noticed a lot more people coming into Broken Hill from interstate or being priced out of other places and trying to find a more affordable way of getting into the market?
Oh, definitely. And I think that, because Broken Hill rents are quite expensive as well. So, because Broken Hill's so affordable, you'll get buyers that will choose to purchase a property.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your time on that, Mitchell. I hope it goes really well for you guys tomorrow.
I look forward to meeting you one day.
What a gorgeous little oasis, as Mitchell said. I'll leave it at that for now. I'll see you in the next one.